it's ridiculous, really, because when I think about as a football player and the sort of existence that I had, I knew that we'd drink at the Christmas party. Let's say that's December 21st, and then we'd have the big Christmas programme where we wouldn't drink, and then we'd have Champions League, Carabao Cup semi-finals and Champions League stuff. So I could not drink for 4 months. And then you knew if we won the league, which was quite regular at that time,
Love.
you knew that at the end of the sort of season, you'd have that big drinking, or if you got, a 2-week break. So you were really strict and you planned when they were. And I think that now I've started to do the same again and think about the fact of when my big nights out were going to be and the fact that it's the right time to do it. That's when at United I felt we were sort of ahead of the game. We would drink, I think, at the right time. Whereas I think some players continue to drink sort of more regularly for other clubs maybe at times, and we did as well, maybe some of ours. But I think I'm definitely more aware of the fact that I can sprint 100 miles an hour, but then make sure every 4 or 5 weeks there is that 4 or 5 days break that I can look forward to, that I know I'm stepping off it. And that's what I think we tend to do now. And we've made some decisions in the last 12 to 18 months about going away more regularly, but more often, but if you like 3 days, 4 days, rather than having like weeks or 2 weeks.
Are you like do you get like antsy after a week? Like, I've got to do something. I've got to, yeah.
A week?
Not,
Oh, yeah.
how long are we talking, Emma?
A couple of hours. Like.
Really?
No, I think the first 4 or 5 days on holiday I feel great, and then after that I start sort of looking around thinking, I've got no week left here, what we're doing. So
All built around the food. Whatever we eat breakfast, we know what we're going for lunch. We're eating lunch, we know what we're doing for dinner. And it's just...
You want a schedule?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing for the next 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Every day. I don't know. So I know that, for instance, in terms of Emma's going away next weekend, I know I've got Sophie next Saturday. I know my mum's taking Molly to Loughborough to play netball. I know that on the 26th we're going out for our next date night together is the 26th of September.
Oh, so you have like a scheduled date night?
Yeah.
I love this.
Do it.
I did invite you. She might have declined. It was a calendar invite. It wasn't for.
That's my favourite moment of today.
She'll remember now. We're going to Scoff.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
See?
It's not in Emma's diary.
No,
She's not that bothered.
It actually is in Emma's diary.
Yeah. Have a way.
Oh, I love it.
Sorry.
But Emma's going away on the 16th to the 19th with a friend, so I know I've got the kids for those 4 nights, and I'm back in Manchester. So I know I'm programmed to know what I've got, and particularly I like to know that I've got the breaks, but I also like to know when I'm working, and like I've got what I call a bad 3 weeks now, where I'm a week through it. Where I was away for 5 days last week, 4 days next week, and 4 days the week after. I call that a bad 3 weeks. It's not, because it's unbelievable, really. Speaking football with Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher, it is bad. And you're right, cannot be deemed as bad. But I think bad is, for me, sometimes being away from home and being away from my family. I used to love travelling. I used to love being away, but I'm not liking it as much.
Well, it's hard when you've got a family. You've always got that pull that you want to spend time with the people that mean the most to you, and it's a difficult one when you love your job and you're passionate about what you do. And it certainly seems from the outside, both of you are in really beautifully engaged, passionate careers where you love what you do. So it's a hard balance to get. And I think guilt comes into it, and a lot of questioning yourself about your decisions.
But I think I genuinely believe fully that the strength of a family is that every person within that family has got to do what they want to do every single day. They've got. I believe that. My dad, my mum played rounders and netball and was out 3-4 nights a week, and my dad would play cricket, and our kids are out 4 or 5 nights a week, and we don't see them all the time. But I think everybody should be able to do what they want to do within the framework of obviously supporting each other. I don't think you should hold people back within your own family. So when we had children, we never stopped going out. We just took them to the restaurants with us from literally a week old, 10 days old, and people don't do that very often, but we did. Because I didn't want to stop what we like doing.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah. No, it's important. I think it's to get, and also, like you mentioned, to support each other so everyone has the space to do what they want to do. And that's why, again, I was so keen to talk to both of you, because I love that you're so supportive and encouraging and, really helping Emma to find this voice and this really important platform that you're so passionate about. I think it's a really beautiful thing. I'm intrigued to know what you both deem happiness to be. Being different characters, having different outlooks on life, different motivations and ways of pushing your passions and your drive. What does happiness mean to you, Emma?
I think if I could put it into one word, it's peace.
And how do you find it? Because I struggle with that one.
I mean, I'm not going to say I live by that, but just sometimes I just want peace. Yeah. And I think that is within us and everyone around you. You want everybody else to feel peaceful and supported and everything like that. But yeah, I think it's just sometimes having quiet and just peace is coming to me as the word for it.
Even if you can cultivate peace around you, sometimes it's not upstairs, it's not the same. In your brain, you can have a peace, but you could be in a yoga class but feel mentally so just pacey and rushy and everything's just chaotic. How do you find mental peace?
Well, I do a lot of self-talk, I think, and then have to kind of pull myself together and say, these are just thoughts, they're going to pass in a minute. Get rid of them, kind of, they're not good for you. And then I think I need to have a word with myself and take myself away from the, the environment or whatever it is and try and, like you say, get you walking or just have that minutes of time to just debunk. And I love journaling, so I write a lot and get it out of my head.
It's a big one, journaling. So I've got my trusty notepad with me at all times.
I love that.
Pen and paper, all the way.
Yeah.
Gary, what about you? What's happiness mean?
Do you know something? I've never been able to I've never asked myself that question, or I've never really. Yeah, that would make me happy. But just it's interesting. I don't think I've ever asked myself the question. I am happy. I think, you know what I mean? I never really thought of it like that. But then sometimes life just sort of takes you along with it rather than actually you deciding what it is you want to do. I genuinely don't know in terms of. Because would I say last week I was happy going away for 4 days? No, but I wanted to do it. I chose to set up the overlap. I chose to sort of develop the podcast, and I chose to sort of do this. So I sometimes think the consequence of my decisions that I've made, and I wanted to do things, I'm driven to do things. I sometimes think, where is it taking me and what am I doing it for? I generally do think that sometimes, but then I think, I love doing it, and if people like listening to it and watching it, then you think, okay, I can sort of get my head around that. But then I do miss the children, you know what I mean? I miss part of their lives. And I always remember Sir Alex Ferguson saying that he missed sort of like 20, 30 years of his children growing up and his grandchildren. And I'm missing my 2 children growing up quite a lot of their lives. And I think, is this worth it? But then I've always thought, I always bring it back to, well, when they're older, I hope they understand and that they'll go and do what they want to do. But I don't know, really. Maybe
it's a
maybe
tricky
it's a
one.
happy place more, to be fair.
Come every year. Gary, you're more than welcome to turn up anytime you like.